Good morning, Coffee Klatsch friends. It is Friday, November 15th. Thanks for joining me for Coffee Klatsch this morning. So yeah, hopefully we are going to make a cute little card today. Getting ready for the weekend. I actually work. Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I'm working, and I'm hoping to do some applesauce. So that's kind of what my weekend is going to consist of. So I'm going to spend today I'm going to work with Frozen Edges. It's kind of one of those sleeper stamp sets. So usually on Thursday or Friday, I do Throwback Thursday or Flashback Friday. And I didn't have any of that ready today because my walking buddies and I were sitting by the fire, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, I got Coffee Klatsch in a few minutes. So I am going to share one of the cards that we did for Card Buffet yesterday. I need to reset the office because it was busy all day and there was just chaos. And so I need to reset and share some stuff. So I'm going to show you Frozen Edges. So we usually do Flashback Friday, but today we're going to do Sleeper Friday because it's kind of one of those sleepy, drippy days here in Wisconsin, but great for crafting. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm hoping to work on our Christmas collage. So stay tuned. So I'm going to flip you around. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Wendy, Ruby. Nice to have you all along. I'm going to flip you around and show you what we got today. Okay, going for a ride. Close your eyes. All right, here we go. So we have got, I am going to use the stamp set called Frozen Edges, and it is one of those sleeper sets that's in the catalog. It's in the holiday flyer, and I'm sure you probably just overlooked it, but it is beautiful. We've got some hanging icicles. We've got some snowflakes. Surprisingly enough, it's been gorgeous here in Wisconsin, and haven't had any of that. Haven't had much of that yet. So I'm going to show you a cute little card. Set that aside. And we're going to talk about intricate dies, because with this die set, we have, here's your little, if you're looking for a stocking stuffer for your favorite crafter, head yourself over to Harbor Freight. These are the magnetic bowls for auto mechanics. They come in 2 different sizes and many different colors, but it's a great way to keep your dies from wandering and keep them organized because it's magnetic. So in this set, you also have this very intricate detailed die. So it's got some icicles as well as these snowflakes. And it's not meant to be completely cut out. It's got, some inlets. You don't have, these aren't completely cut through. So that's kind of cool because it's, more of a freestanding type of image. So in case in point, you can kind of see how it peeks through. But if you were to have detailed dies, let's talk a little bit about how we can get the, you have a better cut with a couple of different things. So we're going to talk about that this morning too. Let's go ahead and start this card together. I did a little fun fold, and my paper is still wet here because it was dirty. All right, we're going to fold that to the center, and don't even have a bone folder here this morning. And we are going to adhere this right there. And I'm going to show you how I cut it in a second. Let's just get some glue on here. And I could have used the adhesive sheet too, but I'm just going to use my green glue. And we're going to get that on here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Stick for me. Good morning to Matt. Nice to have you along. All right, I am going to stamp I'm going to use Lost Lagoon because, again, it kind of had kind of a vintage snowflake feel to it. Love that color. It's one of the in colors that was brought back. So let's go snuggle up and hope for snow. I'm going to stamp that right here on the front. Oh, you know why it feels dark? I forgot to turn the light on. Hang on, guys. We're going to put some light on the subject here. Okay. Doot. See if it'll work. Sorry. Some days. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Is that better? Now we can see, right? Is it Better or worse? I can't. I think that's better, right? Okay. All right. So snuggle up and hope for snow. And it's got a really pretty snowflake piece. And we are going to stamp that for the inside. And we are going to do wishing you a cozy day. Stamp that in the center. That's crooked, isn't it? Good gravy. Some days. Ta-da! Stamp snowflakes across the top. And because I want a lighter snowflake on my thing, I'm just going to stamp the second generation there. Do the same thing over here. And second generation over here. Snuggle up and hope for snow. And let's go ahead. Wipe that off. Okay. So now let's talk about the fun stuff. We are going to stamp another little snowflake, and we're going to die cut that one with the coordinating die. But we need to do the other side. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about intricate fine detail dies. If you have a die that is not working, it's not getting crisp and clear, there's a couple of things that you can do to make sure that you get a better die cut image. One of them is using, well, I call it George, using our die cut machine, our stamp and cut and emboss machine. It is really nice in that the platens are a little firmer. And so I get a better die cut with using George versus my old Big Shots. Number 2, make sure, let me just, I'm going to show you something here. I should really throw these away. If you try to see how this is so incredibly warped, if your plates are so warped, again, doesn't matter what machine you're using, sometimes it doesn't cut really well. And we were having that problem yesterday. New plates are not that expensive. You're worth it. Occasionally buy yourself some new plates. I know that there are hacks out there to try to, flatten them. But again, remember, this is plastic, and anytime you heat that up, that stuff goes into your lungs. And trust me, you don't want to have that in your lungs, and just buy yourself some new plates once in a while. So if it's super warped, you're not going to get a good image, because how are you going, it just doesn't work. Number 2. So we're tossing that. I'm going to take my own advice. Number 2, there's a couple of different things that you can use see, these are a little warped too, but these aren't quite as bad. Couple of things to get yourself some nice, like other hacks. You can use a shim. So that means like putting another piece of paper on the top. So again, it makes it even a little firmer. One of the things that I found that works really well is a dryer sheet. And so we always joke that, bounce on the bottom. You like bouncy bottoms. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have your plastic plate. You're going to put your bounce, cardstock, and then the die. Another thing that you can do too is usually the platens are firmer on the outside than the inside. So if you shift it over to like either side, that helps a little bit too. The problem with the dryer sheets is because there is a film in there. What I have found is that it makes my plates oily. So I have a designated set of plates for using the dryer sheet. And so I got to label these, but that way, this oil, the film that's from the dryer sheet doesn't get on my other cardstock and ruin it when I'm embossing other stuff. So this should be a designated set of plates. So that's kind of my hack. I'm going to go ahead and die cut this out so that you can see it. Okay. So when I peel this off, often it sticks to the dryer sheet. And so when you peel it off, a lot of those schnibbles and hanging chad stuff stays right there on the dryer sheet. And you can reuse this dryer sheet over and over. And so a lot of times that just helps get all those schnibbles out anyways. Now, all of this is supposed to stay there with this one. It is meant to be kind of like, I don't even know the word. Textured is the word I'm looking for, I guess. All right, so let's add this over here. Okay. And we're going to put the snuggle up. We're going to put this on the inside first. Wishing you a cozy day. Does anybody have snow yet? We don't. I mean, I've got roses blooming yet, which is just absolutely crazy. It's the middle of November. Okay. The other thing you can do too is you can use this adhesive sheet on this, but I kind of wanted my snowflakes to kind of be 3D here, so I did not use the adhesive sheet. I want them to kind of have some movement. Isn't that pretty? And then this, we're just going to put this right over here on this side. I can't remember if I put it on the outside or the inside. It doesn't matter. It's my card. I can do whatever I want. Okay. So I'm only going to put dimensionals on one side here. And of course it's crooked, right? Good gravy. We can snuggle up and hope for snow. I'm going to tuck that in right behind these little snowflakes. Come on, move in here. This one is not playing well. Guess we're going to go on top. No, I want it under. Move your, there. You can make it work. Snuggle up and hope for snow. Ta-da! Wishing you a cozy day. But of course, we have some other things that we can die cut. I'm going to die cut this little snowflake. And I've already die cut a few little white ones. So let me grab that and run this through. Oh, gracious. That's really bad. Okay, well, whatever. That's what happens when you didn't take the time to glue it down. It's really bad. We need to redo that. We'll get Georgina out. Let's try this again. We've got time, right? Good gravy. Sundays. Haste makes waste, my mom used to say. And that is what that was. Let's try it again. This is a 2-cup coffee Klatsch today, right? It's probably because I'm trying to procrastinate and not clean up my office. Ugh. I'm going to grab some washi tape just to ensure, so we don't have to do this 3 times. I'm sure you probably have stuff you need to do too. All right, doing it right the second time. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Ta-da! All right. So let's go ahead and add this one. I think I'm going to use a dimensional on it right here. So this one is going to go right here. Make sure it's not, yep. And then this one, I think I want one up here. Actually, we could do, let's see here. We'll put one up here. Actually, I'll put one up here. And let's put another one maybe down. Let's do another one right down here. So then I have the extended, like a triangle. And of course, what's a card without bling? These are the Gems Trio. And we'll just put this one right here in the center. And you got a cute little snuggle up and hope for snow, wishing you a cozy day. And again, this wouldn't have to be a Christmas card. You could easily do this. You could send this one out, say in January, if you didn't have time to get Christmas cards out. So super cute. That's what I've got. So let me just show you. So this was one that was on the card buffet for yesterday. And don't forget, I do have one more Christmas card buffet coming up on December 3rd. It's a Tuesday, December 3rd. So the last one for the year. Crazy. So that's it. You guys have a great weekend. We will chat again on Tuesday. So enjoy. Thanks again, friends. Doodles.